The tweet lit up my phone at 11:47 p.m. A clean white screen, black text, her words sharpened by public certainty. No man tells me who I can talk to. I stared at it longer than I should have, long enough for my reflection to blur into the glass, long enough to feel something detach behind my ribs. I replied before the feeling could speak, no man, and definitely not this one. 3 minutes later, the apartment was quiet, too quiet. I folded shirts with surgical care, socks paired, watch placed face down. I left the ring on the nightstand, exactly where she'd see it first. Then I went silent. The elevator ride felt longer than the marriage. By the time I reached the hotel, the first text came in. We need to talk. I turned the phone face down and let the dark breathe. I had known something was wrong long before the tweet. The tweet was only the moment she forgot I was watching. It started small, the way she angled her phone away from me, the way laughter stopped when I entered the room. The new word she used for me, controlling, slipped into conversations where it didn't belong. She said I was insecure. She said I was projecting. She said nothing about the name that appeared on her screen at 1 a.m. and vanished when I asked who it was. I didn't argue. I learned years ago that denial feeds on noise. Instead, I listened. I noticed how often she said she was with the girls, but came home smelling like a different cologne. How she guarded her independence like a weapon, not a value. How the word privacy became a shield for secrecy. The tweet wasn't rebellion, it was performance, and performances are meant for an audience. 13 texts arrived by morning, each one more desperate than the last. I didn't read them. I didn't need to. I already knew what I was looking for. I just needed proof that wouldn't blink. I stayed calm on the surface, sent polite replies, told her I needed space, let her believe she still had time. Inside, I moved methodically. Phone records, a shared tablet she forgot to log out of, location history synced to an email she assumed I never used. Patterns emerged. Tuesdays, Thursdays, a parking garage 2 blocks from her office, dinners that lasted exactly 90 minutes. I didn't confront her. I watched. I memorized timestamps, screenshots, the way his name was saved under a woman's. Most of all, I memorized how easily she lied to my face. There was no rage. Rage clouds judgment. What I felt was colder, cleaner, the kind of clarity that comes when the last illusion finally dies. The final piece arrived quietly, a forwarded email she never meant me to see, a hotel receipt, 1 room, 1 bed, her credit card. The date matched our anniversary. I printed it out, folded it once, slipped it into my jacket, then I went home. She was waiting, eyes red, hands shaking, the performance stripped of its audience. You disappeared, she said. That was cruel. I set the paper on the table between us. I know, I said. I read it. Her breath caught. She didn't touch the paper. She didn't need to. I can explain, she whispered. I nodded. You won't. Silence stretched, the kind that exposes everything words were hiding. It wasn't serious, she said. It didn't mean anything. I watched her carefully, the way her shoulders folded inward, the way she reached for my reaction like a lifeline. I didn't give her one. You tweeted about autonomy, I said, so I respected it. That's when she broke. Crying, apologies, a dozen justifications tumbling over each other like debris. I stayed still. Stillness is terrifying when someone expects a storm. I didn't yell. I didn't accuse. I told her I had already filed for separation. I told her the screenshots were backed up in 3 places. I told her her parents knew. Each sentence landed softly, each one cut deep. She asked if there was any way back. I picked up the ring from the nightstand and placed it beside the paper. You already chose, I said. Her sobbing filled the room. I felt nothing, not because I was empty, because I was finished. That night I blocked her number. 13 texts remained unread. they could stay that way. I checked into a different hotel, slept without dreams. In the morning, the tweet was gone, deleted, erased like it never existed. But the internet remembers, and so do I. She wanted the world to know no man controlled her. She was right, not anymore. I walked away with my name intact, my silence louder than her defiance, and the calm certainty that betrayal only wins when you beg it to stay. I never did.